Yo, come one, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, what we isn't, and what we is here today. A fair way behind on My Hero Academia. We're going to be covering chapters 343 and all the way up to 346 today. Unfortunately, I have let a heap of chapters slip, but you know what? That's my bad, and we all get caught up in other things from time to time, alright? So I'm going to be getting all caught up on My Hero now. That being said, before we get into all that greatness, if you haven't done so already, and if you feel like being extra special, you know what you can do? You can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this. Help me go full psycho. We're at 107 subscribers now, so we've cracked triple digits, which is pretty actually amazing. It was a pretty fun thing. But yo, we're trying to go for 150 at the moment, so keep hitting the subscribe button, and while you're at it, keep liking the videos. It is really appreciated. That being said as well, if you ever want to talk anything anime and manga related, you can do so by joining the Discord. The Discord link is in the description down below. Go down there and follow all the other social media sort of stuff to interact and talk more on a day-to-day level. We don't really have a big My Hero Academia base at the moment on the Discord, so by all means, get in there and start making a bit of a ruckus about My Hero, because it would be lovely to talk to some people about what's going on in the up-to-date stuff. I know not a lot of people in the Discord at the moment are up-to-date on it. That being said, all that's out of the way, let's get straight into this, picking up with chapter 343. Alright, we're picking up with All for One. Lies do not work on me. When a person possesses the slightest malicious intent towards me, I know. That was the name of that. What was the name of that quirk again? It came to me in the early period during the advent of the exceptional. I combined it with other quirks to boost its efficiency, so the specifics are all a bit fuzzy. I think its original owner was a dull, disappointed ment of a man, though his descendant did much better for themselves. Through some twist of fate, they wound up working with All Might to threaten me. But this time, that very quirk will bring about my victory. That's right, nothing new on our end. There is no greater joy than when sown seeds at last bear fruit. Yo, I love how menacing All for One is. He's actually, all things considered, he's always cool, calm, and collected, but he's always got that evil charisma about him, and I really like him. Really reminds me of old school Bond villains. I'm hankering for a fine drink, perhaps a 40-year-old Macallan. How about one aged 16 years? Our son could deliver it to you. Sounds perfect. Could I please have your son's contact info, just to leave nothing to chance? Of course, uncle. Wait, wait, excuse the fuck. Hang on. Of course, uncle. A necessity in these modern times. How true. Maybe, yo, that looks like one of the big three. The twirly girl, I forget her name, but it just looked like her without her twirls in. No, surely not. No lies, no ill will. She's clean. I can let them go about their business, and even if they're interrogated later, they'll pose no threat to me. We've engaged in this ridiculous coded conversation to foil anyone who may be listening in. But that ends after today. Tomorrow then? Yes, indeed. Yo, okay, wait. What's the chapter's name? Chapter 343. Let you down. Yo. Thank you for coming. Why are you out here, Ayama? Weren't you being detained? My parents' lawyer got me released. I gotta tell everyone we can rejoin the search effort, and wait. I'd like to speak to you. It's almost funny. That courts and the legal system still exist despite Japan being in ruins. With society as it is now, would the old ways of living really get you anywhere? What do you mean, Ayama? Let me tell you All for One's real goal. With the state Japan's in, do you know what's become of the rest of the world? The sudden crash in value of the yen, force Japanese corporate. Oh, yup, we're going freaking global. You know I get excited when we get global stuff. Force Japan's corporations into bankruptcy. That plus a coordinated uprising of villains caused the damage to spread worldwide. Now the world faces a crisis much like the Great Depression or the period around the advent of quirks. Record unemployment, loss of faith in circumstances, or lack of faith in currencies, an era of total chaos. What are you talking about, Ayama? Lacking the strength to implement long-term policies, Japan's society developed into one scrambling for short-term safety, while the nations who've abandoned Japan prioritize their own stability. In such a world, imagine a country lacking potable water. Potable or portable water? I'm just going to read it as it is, potable water. Imagine if a quirk capable of producing that water were to suddenly disappear, or electricity or gas or strength. As the world is plunged into this state of chaotic decline, we suddenly have an area ripe for a certain remarkable individual to take the initiative. He would become the world's arbiter, its very own demon lord. Yo, this panel is beautiful. I need to read the rest of this first, but yo, I can already see this panel of All For One, and he actually looks demonic. He looks like something out of Lord of the Rings mixed with James Bond, and I love it. He only had to rock that balance somewhere. It didn't matter how. I don't think so. The world would never go along with that. Besides, the world still has us. True. Which is why it all ends here. I'm sorry, alas, I had to protect I had to protect Mama and Papa. What? What? I thought that was a metaphorical... My dumbass is sitting here reading it like, oh yeah, that's a cool panel, you know, he's metaphorically talking about him. No, he snitched! Twice! Nah, that's it, get the grub out. All For One? Splendidly dotted. Yuga Ayama. How terrifying it must have been to turn on your friend like this. How heartrending to betray someone who put his faith in you. But you overcame the fear and pain. And that speech about my ultimate goal? Wonderful. Wrong. Wrong in some of the details, but that's fine. Did your parents explain it all to you? Yes. They said you promised us a blessed existence in your new world. I believed in you, damn it. My pain cannot be measured. Holy shit. Wait, what? Oh. So he... Oh no. It appears as though my camera's frozen. Okay, we're back. Technical difficulties doing technical stuff. I don't know how long it was out for. I'll have to look back at that in editing, but it is what it is. Yo. So Ayama takes a shot at Uncle, and I mean, Ayama's uncle is All For One, which is crazy. Ungrateful little. That was such a believable performance, Ayama. I had no choice, otherwise we could not have lured him here. And I must say, your acting was tour de force as well. I couldn't help it once your tears started flowing. The tears are real. I truly am scared. In fact, I think I may have wet myself. Oh, you did great, Ayama. This is for Maman and Papa. For all of my friends and for myself. I shall fight you all for one. Disappointing. How is this possible? I can lure Midoriya out at any point. I detected no lies, no ill will. Neither when speaking to his parents nor to him. Just prior to this. So how? Well, it matters not. Trap or not, one for all is here within reach. Yo! It's on! The search quirk tells the user the location and weakness of those they see. and the heroes Tomura saw in the previous conflict are developed and dispersed across the country. They will not make it in time to assist you. They didn't happen to notice that my people were drawing near, and now I'm afraid they're entirely too late. Yo, and all the villains rock up. Yo! Mama and Papa told me something. They told me what it is you fear most of all. Kurogiri, how did they activate him? On the other hand, this may save us some time. You fear the world learning that Japan isn't finished just yet. You fear the light and hope that will come with recovery. Yo, and your fear Japan's inspiring the world to unite once more. So today is the day, and this is the place where you fall. Yo, I can't believe we're in the final war already. And yo, look at my girl. Look at my bunny girl here with her new... Yo, that's not even a cybernetic arm. That's a wooden arm with like a jet booster on it. Yo, I forget the name of the guy, the wooden hero. But did he make her a new arm? Because that looks very wooden. Does she have like an upgraded version of like Bakugo's grenade arm sort of thing? Yo, I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've seen her since she had her arm ripped off. Or at least like that. Yo, let's fucking go. How, I always kick myself. How did I not read these week to week? Why did I let it go? Yo, let's go. Chapter 344, Stars. We know All for One too well. Back in the UA dorm in chapter 342, when Class A had just come home and All Might and Tsukachi were about to explain the final plan, the odds of this search effort locating him were always slim. Bakugo was saying that all along, but hearing it from these guys hits different. So this was all pointless? Not at all. It's linked to Eraser's plan. In order to lure the sneakiest, craftiest cowards out from the shadows, one has to force them to loosen up and relax. Like, even our desperate search couldn't locate those pieces of crap. Screw this and whatnot. As if that's our situation. That's one interpretation. Our plan assumes that they're employing the search quirk, and can therefore track every move our people make. Everything we've done since Midoriya's return makes them think we're exhausted and panicked. I'll embolden them to see us making one wrong move after another playing right into their hands. As Class A's homeroom teacher, I have an idea. Then Eraser came up with that plan to raise our odds of luring All for One to a location of our choosing by using his infiltrator, Aoyama. So Aoyama's coming back to us? Yo, they give the nod. That's great. If I may. Mr. Aoyama said he and his family would be killed if they lied to the enemy. Until we're positive that the enemy does not in fact have a way to detect lies, won't this be placing the family in danger? We have a solution for that. According to his parents, they only ever correspond with All for One by voice and never by text. And he wouldn't make a move before verifying with all of his many allies wherever they lurk. This suggests that he has some way to instantly verify the veracity of verbal communications. Assuming he does not spot a lie in what he's told, he'll feel safe enough to make an appearance. That's why, just like Aizawa suggested, we'll make use of a certain someone. Shinso? Yo! Brainwashed them. This is smart. Shinso, sweet costume, dude. One thing shocked me when Aizawa sensei explained the plan. Because back during the team battles, you said you can't make other people speak, Shinso. Yeah, well, about that. In April, I was supposed to join the hero course when I'd have to hold my own with all of you. So I've been training like hell to improve my quirk. And now they tell us no one's moving up a grade in the meantime. But yeah, I can do it. I'll be able to make Aoyama and his folks talk. So that's my motives. And their emotions won't come into play at all. Amazing. but the method to make it work is even more intense. Still amazing. Thanks so much, Shinzo. So, Class A or Class B? What's your hero name? You gotta pick Class A. It's gotta be us, right? So exhaustible, yo. I'd love for him to become one of our classmates. Aizawa was sure to Aizawa was sure to train him well. Our Aizawa sensei is as awesome as ever. In case you're curious, even though Shinzo hadn't earned his provisional hero license yet, the acting HPSC, the president, Mera, has given him special permission to act during the crisis. However, our troubles hardly end there. Once our enemies are lured into a trap, can we truly defeat them all? Our numbers are already lacking, and if we do somehow assemble every available hero at the chosen spot for this ambush, surely they would give us away. The thing is, the heroes don't need to be there in advance. This is a special request, straight from All Might and his people. You're gonna play a key role in this all. You up for it? Phantom Thief? Yo! You want me to copy this guy's quirk and master it in just a few days? Where's the punchline? Because I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I really am. I couldn't get through to him myself. And we don't even know if he's more Kurogiri or Shimurakurumo at this point. Since losing my eye, my erasure is all but useless, meaning I'll be sidelined in the coming battle. They say Jakku would have been a total massacre without you there, Eraserhead. Since I was little, people have said you'll never be a superhero with that quirk. It's one meant for a supporting role, for a bit player. Monoma, this operation will fail unless everyone plays their part. There's no such thing as a bit player. You have been, and always will be, a star. Yo! Let's fucking go! The man behind the curtains. Just as expected, he's brought his army along. All squads, take action. If he steals one for all, he'll have no need to run and hide ever again. They'll attempt to bring it all to an end right now. Oh, shit. Dubby, you ain't the boss of me, leader. Fancy running into you here. Dear old dad. Come to watch your pals get cremated? Yup, and fuck, straight off the bat, we're in a sea of fire. Yo, and he's laughing his ass off. Not on my watch, brother. You big jerk. Shoto. Like cockroaches. Are they hoping for a chaotic all-out brawl? Operator Troy, temp and trap activate. Yo! Cages, they can't be serious. They must be aware we can tear these traps to shreds in the blink of an eye. And yet they've gone to such lengths. Ah, I see your angle, All Might. Here we go, All Might. This time for sure, yes. You and I, and everyone else put this operation together. It has to work. We once failed to put him down properly, and we may have ripped your guts out. But we're both still here, still alive. No mistakes this time, All Might. That's right. To draw you away from UA, and away from the new fort, we had to lay this groundwork out. We played to your ego and lured you out from hiding. And now, I'm pulling the strings. Everyone now, shove them in. All for this, to split us up. Yo! Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is... Yo, oh, I just remembered that My Hero is going to end this year. Oh, this is the final... What a time to be a My Hero fan, honestly. My Hero Academia, chapter 345. Division. This cage is moving. They really think this tin can is going to hold us. Break it open. Quickly. Yo, and they just shatter through it. Your pathetic cages didn't even last 3 whole seconds. 3 seconds is all we needed. Lock them down for an instant. Break them into smaller groups. Deku. Yup. Seize the slightest advantage. All of this. Yo, and the heroes are pushing in! Yo! To shove you into those warp gates all at once and split you up without fail. I am the mover and the shaker. Yo! How absurd. You mammonists must have sunk a fortune into this plan just for this. I'm impressed. We've even got a strategy to counter that nasty decay quirk. You swag it in like you own the place, but now you'll be scattered into the winds. Oh, yo, and Deku's grabbed. Come on, cram him in here. What? Yo. Yo! Deku. Bakugo, save his ass. Fat, take command down there and mop up the stragglers and look for young Ayama. Roger. This is the place where you fall. One heck of a bluff there, Squirt. Mercy. Get back to Aizawa Monoma. The mastermind retreats. They've divided now. We shift to phase 2. Yo! And they're out in the wastelands so they can go all out. Welcome, Did Hawks just go for a throat slice on All For One? The Gungaville side, I see. Sorry to say, Endeavor. I knew he wouldn't show up with armor I could actually crack. Relax, I didn't even have my hopes up anyway. We learned in Kamino that your ooze warp is an inferior version of what Kurogiri can do, All For One. It has a much shorter range, and you can't warp yourself either. The UA barrier got some upgrades with that in mind. At the end of the day, your hubris is going to be your downfall. Splitting us up to divide and conquer. A fine plan, I suppose. That is, if you were actually hoping for a shot at victory. The sharp decline in the hero population meant dividing our forces was a necessity. Fair enough. But you're a cruel man, Endeavor. Pitting one for all against Tomura is a deadly knife's edge to dance upon. But the most brutal part of this little scheme has to be you forcing your youngest to clean up your own mess, no matter how much it pains him. Yo, Shoto vs. Dabi, let's go! And the uneasing abuse towards your eldest child. Yo, what the fuck? They're in UA? What? UA, what's going on? Oh, this is to counter the decay quirk. Denim Head. Bad freaking news. They got us good. Deku ain't here. Deku. Why are you here? You're supposed to be with Shigaraki. The fourth dagger sense didn't trigger. Yo! Already a point of contention. Yo, we're up to the latest chapter, 346, super hyper unfair broken stage. Let's go! Yo, and my girl, Bunny Girl, up front, she's looking mad mean. Yo, and she's got 2/3. She's got 2/3 of the big three. Rocking up with the new big number 1 after Deku. We got my guy Bakugo here. Deku isn't here. We don't have All For One. How did this happen? Hell if I know. He was dragged somewhere else. This is really bad, right? Having him here was one of our key assumptions. We gotta let everyone know. Whatever this party's already started, let's rumble. Yo, we just gotta go toe to toe with history's deadliest villain ever. The horizon is so far below. I'm in the sky. This place is floating. None of the escaped convicts or Liberation Front people came along for the ride. I'm alone. But it doesn't matter. And hey, don't take over my head this time, me. Yo, he's looking like an absolute deity with the widened out eyes here. Yo, and he starts decaying. And he gets a counter-attacked by a huge chunk of metal. Oh! Does each section jettison? Like the Halo array. So if he starts to decay something, it only decays one real small portion? Huh? An electromagnetic barrier? My muscles are locking up, but still. Oh no you don't. There's a gap in your seams. Yo, they are pushing this man! As long as your brain and muscles are still operating in your body, then a powerful electric current will make you stiffen up. Even someone who's superhuman will be helpless, if only for a brief moment. That one segment of the ground was launched up high and crumbled in the midair. Is it a mechanism to keep my decay from spreading? No matter the scheme will be your ruin, genist. We're floating up in the sky. The groups here are a precious resource, and you've practically given it away for free. You needn't worry. We are replete with that particular resource. Yo, it just keeps refilling. Have you truly not figured it out yet, Shigaraki? Is your brain short-circuiting from that shock? This arena was constructed solely to defeat you. Yo, and she can keep rebuilding it. Yes! It shall be your coffin in the sky. Plates F1035 and G10-45 have been damaged. Roger, let's fill in those gaps, everyone. Sure thing. Can we get some spare parts over here? What was your name again? It's great, but my friends call me... Oh, it's Creati. But my friends call me Mamaya. You can too if you like. Yo, come on, Momo. Our grand assignment I've just got such a big shit-eating grin. This is such a fun start to the final war. Our grand assignment was finding a way to contain you, with your ability to cause instant widespread death, and your speed on par with that. All Might's was in his prime. Observations from your 2 battles since your Great Awakening led us to the ideal arena. Great, let's make it fly. It was all made possible by a 16-year-old young lady. The shelter and evacuation system created by the principal, plus a mechanism to counter your decay quirk, and yet another program to miniaturize the segmented blocks and launch them like drones. The remaining problems were a lack of materials due to the ravaged economy, the tight turnaround for the construction, and the prodigious amount of energy required for the mechanical system and electromagnetic barrier. Yo! Everyone's doing that. Yo, I actually have to give it to Horikoshi. He big brained this. Hurrah! I'm like, blah, over here. This is totally nuts, Nanga. You hanging in there? Communication. Manga Fukidashi. Fukidashi. UA Hero Class 1B. Focus up first year. Hey, we're basically second years at this point, ain't that right, Magna? This plan falls apart without us. You gotta give it our all to keep Shigaraki locked in there. You bet. Your boy Charge Bolt is mega charged. Everything we have built up and worked towards is powering this tomb of yours. Not for honor, not for glory, no. Those of us here making this work do it to ensure that the world will see tomorrow. We are those who stand against the doom you bring. So proud of your toys, but not for long. One well-placed shockwave. Joke's on you. Or did you forget that crappy game of ours back in Jakku? Yes! Woo! Uber brained it. Yo, they've got this man playing clutch. Starring role. Try not to move. There's nothing you hate more than erasure, Mr. Final Boss. This effectively locks us in place. But as long as he's making continuous contact, Monoma can circumvent the 5-minute limit for copied abilities. With all these factors in place, we assumed One for All would give us the advantage. But now bad news, Midoriya isn't here. Dynamite got any intel on what the hell that is? Dunno, never seen, not to mention Shigaraki's body was still imperfect back in Jakku. Yo, is this? I used to think you were so cool. You turned out to be quite a letdown. A race ahead. Yo, this batch of 4 chapters, chef's kiss. Absolutely loved them. Perfect start to the war arc. In all honesty, absolutely stunning. I'm all for it. It's freaking amazing. Perfect start. This batch of chapters, I'm definitely going to have to give 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. They were big brained. Alright, they were great. They weren't perfect chapters, but they were phenomenal chapters. Okay? So I'm going to give these chapters an 8 out of 10. This is wild. I cannot wait for the next chapter. I'm so glad I got caught up. Perfect time to get caught up. Gonna be week to week in the war going forward. So damn excited. That being said, right, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications to content like this, give the video a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Check out the Discord to talk to me about My Hero Academia. Alright, start the conversation. It starts with you guys and girls. This was freaking phenomenal. I'm so excited. I've got such a big grin. Peace. Nothing but love, nothing but respect. Have a damn good day. Goodbye.